It's becoming clear to me that 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 cast member, Alliya de Batista, is going to be the biggest user in the franchise, as her intentions with Sean Finch seem dubious to me. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 is just getting started, and Sean and Alliya have just been in one episode so far. However, they are not new to the franchise, as their journey was depicted in 90 Day Fiancé Love in Paradise Season 4. In 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, only 4 of the 7 couples are new to the franchise. Sarper Given and Shakina Garner, Jessica Parsons and Juan Daza, and Sean and Alliya are the 3 returning couples. Throughout the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, there have been many obvious users, meaning a foreign person who has tried to take everything they can out of their American partner. Some prime alumni examples of this are Jasmine Pineda, Natalie Mordov-Seva, and Pedro Jimeno. All 3 of them capitalized and launched off the backs and hard work of their spouses. Now, I am getting the strong sense that Alliya is going to be just as bad and even worse than them. Alliya and Sean's 90 Day Fiancé journey. Alliya and Sean met on an international dating website during the COVID-19 pandemic. Once the travel restrictions were lifted, 62-year-old Sean and 25-year-old Alliya met for the first time. Sean, a Los Angeles native, and Alliya, a Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, native, traveled on Sean's dime all over the world to places where Alliya could go with a Brazilian passport. When Sean met Alliya was Douglas. Sean, who is interested in men, liked Dougal's body and subdued attitude. However, things changed when they were on vacation in Spain, and Sean suggested Douglas wear a wig for an event. Douglas felt more himself with the wig, and then morphed into wanting to become a woman. Douglas began transitioning and swiftly became Alliya, and it came with a diva attitude change, which Sean didn't like. Sean was not interested in dating a woman, and he grappled with accepting Douglas as Alliya. During Love in Paradise, Alliya admitted their sex life wasn't good, and that they barely had sex, which I found shocking. Moreover, Sean divulged that he was in an open relationship with Alliya, unbeknownst to her, due to their long-distance nature. It's clear to me that Alliya and Sean have a lot of disconnects and incompatibility, and I think Sean is going to be the loser in the end. Not only do I see Alliya and Sean's age difference as a problem, but their poor sex life is also a major contributor to them not having the means to work out. Sean wants to be with a man, and one with a more docile personality. I know he is not getting any of that with Alliya, so I see Sean as the one making all the sacrifices. Alliya needs Sean's money and K1 visa. Alliya comes from nothing. 90 Day Fiancé's Alliya comes from nothing in Brazil. Alliya never mentioned ever having a job, and it seems to me that the lifestyle she had in Brazil was due to Sean's kindness. Alliya loves wigs, makeup, clothes, and going out, all of which have to be on Sean's dime since she doesn't work. Without Sean, Alliya would either have to find someone else to support her or figure out how to support herself. What also bothers me is that Alliya has mentioned that it's always been a dream of hers to live in America, and I know she sees Sean as a means to that end. Alliya needs to maintain her relationship with Sean in order to continue her comfortable lifestyle. With that maintaining comes her chance to go to America. She was denied a visitor's visa, so getting engaged and doing the K1 visa was one of Alliya's only chances to get to America. Sean is a successful hairdresser for celebrities and lives in West Hollywood, and I think Alliya is swindling Sean into supporting her. Alliya is manipulative. It's all about her struggles. Alliya and Sean's relationship seems very one-sided to me, as Alliya has succeeded in making everything about her. While I understand her transition is not easy, she consistently brings up her struggles and desires, and I've never once heard her acknowledge what Sean might be going through. Alliya plays the victim card hard, and it's something that Sean has been responsive to, so I think she is milking it. Alliya also doesn't care about what their relationship is doing to Sean's family, as he has 3 children to think about as well. Alliya only cares about herself. She never thinks about how Sean feels. Alliya and Sean's first clip in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 showed them the day after their wedding date, where Sean was upset by Alliya's actions on that day. Sean asked Alliya how she could do this, and that she had him waiting in 104-degree weather until his patience ran out. Sean brought up how much he had done for Alliya only to be treated so badly. Alliya's response in a preview for the season was jarring to me. "I'm here, I should be happy, I should be leaving my fairy tale. I'm in a country, I don't have anyone here. I just dreamed about all these different, so everything's very uncertain." I am appalled by Alliya's lack of self-awareness or appreciation for Sean and all that he's afforded her. I hope that Sean sees how toxic Alliya is and chooses himself. However, I am certain that Alliya is going to end up becoming the biggest user in 90 Day Fiancé history and will take Sean for everything she can. I'm sensing that Alliya's intentions are to use Sean for money and a one-way ticket to America, while showcasing that she has no regard for his feelings or family. To me, this is setting her up to be the ultimate user. The Price of Love, Alliya de Batista's Dangerous Game. Chapter 1. The Dream of America. In the world of reality television, 90 Day Fiancé has given audiences an inside look into the complex dynamics of cross-cultural relationships. This season, however, has brought forth a couple whose story seems more fraught with manipulation and questionable intentions than the usual drama. Alliya de Batista, a 25-year-old transgender woman from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and her partner Sean Finch, a 62-year-old hairdresser from Los Angeles, are no strangers to the 90 Day Fiancé universe. They first appeared in Love in Paradise Season 4, but it's in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 that Alliya's true intentions are beginning to take shape. Sean, a successful hairdresser for celebrities, lives in the upscale neighborhood of West Hollywood. He's a man of means, and it's clear that he's accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Meanwhile, Alliya, who hails from a modest background in Brazil, has always dreamed of living in America. That dream, however, comes with a price, and it seems that Sean is the one expected to foot the bill. Alliya's life in Brazil wasn't one of luxury. She's never spoken about a job or any way to support herself. Instead, her lavish lifestyle seems to be funded by Sean, who has traveled with her around the world on his dime, supporting her desires for wigs, makeup, clothes, and experiences she could never have afforded on her own. But it's more than just a dream of a better life that drives Alliya. It's a chance to escape the hardships of her past and transform her reality into something she believes is within reach. Her relationship with Sean has become the ticket to that dream. With the pandemic came travel restrictions, but once they were lifted, the couple finally met face to face. Alliya, then known as Douglas, had a subdued demeanor and a body that Sean found attractive. However, things took a surprising turn during a vacation in Spain, when Sean suggested that Douglas wear a wig for an event. It was this suggestion that triggered something in Douglas, a desire to embrace a new identity. This led to Alliya's transformation, both physically and emotionally. But the dynamic between the two shifted drastically as Alliya's newfound femininity clashed with Sean's preferences. It's not hard to see how Alliya's evolving identity and Sean's discontent with the changes in their relationship might be a source of tension. Sean had always been interested in men, and Alliya's transition was something that he struggled to accept. The sexual incompatibility, compounded by a lack of communication, seems to have become a major hurdle in their relationship. But it's the deeper issues that will prove more telling as the season progresses. Chapter 2. A Relationship Built on Discomfort. As the cameras roll in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, viewers are given a glimpse into the complexities of Sean and Alliya's relationship. Their age difference, the evolving nature of their relationship, and their vastly different backgrounds create a turbulent foundation. Sean, who has been very open about his preferences for a more docile partner, finds himself at odds with Alliya's diva attitude, a stark contrast to the shy, subdued personality of Douglas. The friction between them is palpable, and it's clear that their communication issues are only escalating. In the first episode of season 11, the tension becomes evident when Sean brings up his frustration with Alliya's behavior. After the wedding date, he's upset with her for making him wait in extreme heat, and his patience has run out. The preview for the season shows Alliya's response. "I'm here, I should be happy."